Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. Welcome to Calvin Christian School's episode 2 of Women on the Move. So, here at Calvin Christian School, our VIP program, which is Volunteers in Partnership, we decided to do something special for the women of our community. And so, in our speaker series, you will hear and have heard from some of the women in our community who are doing amazing things in business and leadership. So this week, our special guest is not unfamiliar to all of you. She is actually not only a parent at Calvin Christian School, she is also a teacher at Calvin Christian School. So today we welcome Mrs. Qiana Dukes, who is an educator, managing motherhood and being a wife and being a caregiver and just a glue that holds her family together. So today you'll hear from her on her journey into part-time entrepreneurship and how she manages all of the things that she has to do and is responsible for in life and still continue to thrive and be a woman on the move. So Mrs. Dukes has been an educator for 6 years. Now, the interesting thing about these 6 years, she has taught on the primary level as well as the collegiate level. And we all know that sometimes teaching adults is much more difficult than teaching kids. So kudos to her on that. There's some exciting things that have happened this year in her education journey that we will share a little bit later. But her daughter is Jariah, who is in kindergarten at Calvin School. And I know that as you learn a little bit more about her business, her daughter is truly the model of her brand. So you'll understand a little bit more about that. So welcome to our series, Qiana.
Thank you.
So if we can start just by you telling us about your business and kind of your journey and what led you into entrepreneurship.
Well, my business is Duke's Designs and Creations. And what I do is I create custom shirts, I make custom designed apparel, pretty much anything that can have something added to it, I do it. Um, and how I began doing this was back in 2018. I struggled a little bit. I struggled with depression, I struggled with anxiety, and my husband bought me a machine, and I began practicing and playing with it, and it helped. It really helped with my depression and helped with my anxiety, and it allowed me to have me time. It was kind of like a self-care kind of activity for me. And then I started creating shirts for my daughter. And I started to, for every holiday, for pretty much everything, I created something for her to wear. And as people started seeing them, they wanted me to make things for them. And that's pretty much how the business evolved.
Excellent, excellent. So you made an interesting point about your husband. Your husband recognized that something was going on with you and wanted to make sure that whatever that was, whatever he could do, he tried to do it to make that better. And so that's a perfect segue into just the role that your family plays in your business operations and how, although you are a one woman business, I know that just the support of your family is definitely important. So you want to take a second to just talk about that piece?
Yes, my family is very important in the business. I will say I do create everything. I work on everything. I have been trying to get my husband to help, but he's like, no, you got it. But he does help. He takes things to the post office. If I need him to run to the store, he does that, no problem. And even my daughter helps out with so my space is in my home and it's in my basement. So a lot of times I start packing up things and it's in the way. So she'll move them upstairs to the front door. And then my mom has been very supportive, and my mother-in-law very supportive when I have to work a long time overnight, to get things done. They help with the care for Jariah when my husband can't. So my family, they're the bomb.
Great, great. It's definitely good to have a good support system. So with having your support system, I imagine that it makes it a little bit easier to balance the business. But let's not forget to mention that you're also a full-time teacher. So how in the world are you able to manage, get sleep, being a one-woman show in business, a wife, a mother, a daughter, a bonus mom, and a full-time employee? Please help us out.
Well, you know what? I think if I knew, I would tell you, but I think it's just the motivation of getting things done and setting goals for myself and achieving new things. So in the business, if I'm thinking about creating something different, that's my drive to get that done. But my drive for working as a teacher is making sure I see that light in my children every day. So I have a motivation on both ends. And I think that's what keeps me going, because sometimes I've been up till about 2 in the morning working for the business, and then I'm still back up at 5 getting ready for school.
Absolutely, absolutely. So there has to be some um daily routine, or just when you talk on motivation, is there a scripture or a motto or a quote or just a daily routine that you do to help you just kind of stay energized and motivated and just going, when you're on 3 hours of sleep? What would that one thing be?
Well, it's actually more than one thing.
Okay, let's hear
So, one thing that I do as a routine is read devotionals in the morning. And me and my crazy self, I have three. I read three devotionals in the morning. And I find that if I don't, my day is, I'm tired, I'm dragging. So that has really helped keep me energized. But I also have a favorite scripture that I look to a lot, and that's Philippians 4:8. And I guess I can read it,
it. Yes.
but it is, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And I think of that because what it really means to me is to feed your mind with good things, feed your mind with positive things, godly things to keep yourself going. And that really helps me. And the last thing is what I've been practicing recently. On my shirt, it says, be afraid and do it anyway. I've been practicing that a lot lately because for whatever reason, I guess it's the introvert in me. I just want to be in the ball. I don't want the spotlight on me, but there has been a lot of opportunities coming my way. And before I would shy away and say, no, find someone else. But now I'm pushing through that. I'm pushing through it, and I'm doing it scared.
Absolutely. And I will take this opportunity to let everyone know that in our preparation for today, Qiana did try to avoid me, but we are here to support each other. We are here to help each other push through just those uncomfortable times, those difficult times, those pressing times, because we all understand that when you push through your fears and push through your anxieties, greatness is bound to happen. Because in those situations, those things that are the toughest for you to do are typically the ones with the greatest reward on the other side. So, and she has helped push me through something really special as well. So I owed her. Okay. So thank you so much for that. Now, you did mention one thing about just having the positive mindset and the energy around you. So for those who are watching who may be considering part-time or full-time entrepreneurship, or just needing some encouragement on how to, as a full-time employee, how they can, go into part-time entrepreneurship, because full-time entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but like for you, it could be your me time. It can be just a moment that you're able to escape from your normal reality just for something different. So what would you tell someone who's looking to start their own business?
I would tell them to do it and don't wait for it to be perfect. There is no perfect time. You're not going to get everything in order before you start. Just start and you can make it perfect. You can make it better. So,
Absolutely. That is great advice, because I will say that when you start scared, when you start imperfect, the people who join your journey with you, your supporters, your family, your friends, customers, whatever that is, they appreciate that journey as well, because then they become a part of the journey. You all grow together. They kind of just walk through that evolution with you as well. So it really just makes for a stronger, brand loyalty, really. And that ultimately, we want people to love our business. We want people to look good with what we do and feel good with what we do. And we want them to tell other people. So that is crucial. I cannot stress enough.
yes.
So the last point that we will kind of just touch on as we kind of transition back to a sense of normalcy with the world, due to the global pandemic. Can you speak on how COVID-19 has positively or negatively impacted business for you?
Yes, I think when the pandemic first began, things slowed down, pretty much almost stopped. I think it was because people were scared about finances, spending that extra money and not really knowing what's going on, if they're going to be out of a job and things like that. And then a few months in, there was an influx. It was crazy bananas. And I mean, I was working a lot and I was so grateful for that. And from that moment on, I think that was maybe June, even maybe May, it was nonstop coming in. I think coming into the new year, however, people are still trying to figure things out. People may have lost their jobs towards the end of the year. Things may not have gone as planned. So it has kind of slowed down, but I don't look at it as a negative thing because it's allowing me the time to put more back into my business.
Yes, I was just thinking that this downtime allows you to strategize for the next, what's coming next.
Yes.
So I do know that you have some exciting things that's coming for the Qiana Dukes brand. So if you could just tell us about any upcoming opportunities so that we can make sure to follow you and keep up with you and support you in whatever ways that we can.
Well, yes. As you mentioned, I am branding Qiana Dukes. I'm working on that right now. And what I want to do with that brand is I want to be able to help and empower teachers. I want to be able to um, use my education, use my experience to help teachers, to motivate them, to coach them, to even train them so that they have that education, they can learn how to engage, and they can empower other people.
Absolutely. That is amazing. And who better to teach it than someone who lives it every single day? So that is awesome. If you can close with letting us know where we can follow you, social media, website, phone numbers, whatever you want to share so that we know how to reach and support you.
Yes. My website is www.dukesdesignscreations.com. I can be followed on Instagram and Facebook at Dukes Designs Creations. And I have a YouTube channel that I upload a few videos of creating things and things of that nature. And that's
Excellent.
also Duke's Designs and Creations.
All right, everyone. So you have heard it here first. Be sure to follow, like, share all things Qiana Dukes, all things Dukes Creations and Designs. Let us rally behind Qiana and her businesses as she just takes it to the next level. Hence our background here, being a woman on the move indeed. So thank you so much for being with us today, Qiana. It was amazing. And I hope that you enjoyed this and are feeling a little bit more comfortable with just talking about yourself and your businesses.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So that wraps up our episode 2 of Calvin Christian School Women on the Move speaker series. My name is Shanetta Davis, Vice President of VIP at Calvin Christian School. And 2, I am a business owner of the Davis Connect, as you see here. The Davis Connect is a mobile entertainment and marketing consultancy that partners with businesses with one goal in mind: plug into your community and light up your brand. So we use experiential and profitable strategies to help you enhance your customers' experience and provide a platform for them to share your story. So we use our virtual photo booth as an opportunity to do that, to have user generated content that you control to tell your brand's story. So we are super excited to also be a woman on the move and using this platform to highlight all of our super women at Calvin Christian School. So we thank you again so much. We will be back next Friday with episode 3 for one more Calvin Christian School Woman on the Move. Thank you so much. And be sure to visit www.calvinschool.org for more information. Thank you and have a great day.